Alright guys, so I'm doing my, I removed my oil pan today for my Audi R8. I try to look up online and try to Google how to remove the oil pan, and there's not much information, not much video, no video showing how to remove the oil pan or where to apply or whatever. And a lot of people say use a hammer and chisel in between the crack or the seam, whatever you want to call it. Don't do that. It's really bad because you can damage your engine block and it costs you more money, right? So I find a place on the oil pan in the back, close to the chassis, that have a little lips on the oil pan that stick out, that you can stick a ply bar as a leverage. Right now, I'm let me put my headlight on and I'll show you. Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, guy. Okay, got my headlight on. So it still got some oil left. It's some oil left running from the oil pan, like it's dripping around because I just cracked it loose. After I'll let it drain a little bit more, and I removed this this oil catch thing, and I'll show you where I apply to get it out. And also, I start with this little ply bar, and you know what? In this case, size does matter, you know. This little thing didn't do the job. I ended up getting this long, really long, big like ply bar right here. Look at this. This like a little bit more than double that size. And guess what? It cracked open right away. Yeah, and right now I try to drain all this oil, and I'll show you where I put on to ply it off. Okay. Yeah, so I'm in the process of removing this oil pan, and let me do a little recap. So this oil pan have a total of, let me count the bolts to exact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So there's total of 23 bolts. There's total of 23 bolts, and you have to be careful. So not all the bolts the same length. So all the rest of the bolts around the oil pan are the same length besides this one, right? This one I mark it right here. It's right next to the oil drain plug on the driver's side. This one right here is the longest one out of all of them. So make sure you mark it, okay? And the two bolts in the middle here are also different. So put it separate. I think it's a little bit longer than the other one. Yeah, see? So this two bolts, the 1, 2 in the middle of the, not really in the middle, but in this somewhat roughly in the center of the oil pan. Those are two separate lengths. So put it separate. Okay, and so a minute ago I was applying the oil pan, and it's really hard, man. You have to be careful when you apply. Like a lot of people put a flathead screwdriver and use a mallet and hammer it. That's really bad. That's a really bad idea because you will damage your engine block, and if you damage your engine block, you can cause leak on your oil pan when you put a new one on. So the best way is to apply it. Find a lip. So if you look at around here, there's some lip around the oil pan. Right here you have a lip, here you have a lip, and here you have a lip, right? But over here there's no leverage. So I find the only place I have a leverage is in the back here. If you come back here. So you see this belongs to the chassis right here. See, there's a metal bar belongs to the chassis. And in the back here, if you look over here, they have a really big lip right here. Can you see right here? Can you move here, big? So right here, there's a big lip right here that you can put a ply bar in between here and use this as a leverage. So I put a towel over here so I don't damage the chassis. I'll show it to you guys. Okay. So what I did is, still tripping. I use this ply bar. I stick between that groove here where the lip is at, and I push it upward and use this as the leverage here, just like that, and come down. So you see right here, they have a opening right here, and this is the lip where we apply it down from right here. No, actually, I'm sorry, it's this way. So you see right here, there's no bolt. There's only two bolts right over here. There's no bolt, right? And it's like this, and this is the lip that's sticking out from here, and you apply from there and use this as a leverage. And there you go. See, all this is RTV. It's like a sealer, gasket sealer, and they put a lot of them. Which this car been serviced before, because I guess someone stripped this bolt and put in the different bolt. And that you're supposed to put RTV only around here and around here, not all right around. But this car have a lot of RTV on it, sealer on it, which is not so great. But yeah. Okay, so I know what that two center bolt that we take right here is for. I think it's the oil pickup line right here. And have a gas. They should have a gasket in here. Okay, so the gasket is stuck on. So you have to be careful. Don't lose this gasket. You see this? Not gasket, but there's a O-ring. It's really important to put it back in here when you reinstall the oil pan. So don't lose this. Okay. And you can see the drain bolt that the owner changed. This is not the original drain bolt. I just find out that this drain bolt is called tap bolt, right? So you can tap the hole because the hole been stripped. You see how it cut that slot on it? So you pretty much tight it and it kind of tap and fix the thread. So this thing been stripped before, and but they temporarily fix it. But this time I'm gonna upgrade to not upgrade, but upsize to M14 instead of using M12, because see, this one is also a tap bolt, and the one I move over here is also a tap bolt. So it's not the original bolt. Someone already stripped it before me, or the shop that was working my car. I don't know. Alright. And over here, they should have a rubber O-ring, but square ring, I guess. This one have a rubber ring too, so all of this, be careful, don't lose it, right? Make sure you put it back so you don't have any leak like over here too. So there's a lot of place that you have to be careful. So I'm gonna put this on the side and hopefully I remember. And there should be O-ring here, O-ring there. Because if I drill in here, there's gonna have metal sheathing in here. Okay. See how this thread go. See this thread is not much left here. The seam is not that deep. This one is okay-ish. Look at this one. There's no teeth left. And I bought a shorter one. So if you're gonna replace the oil pan or change the oil pan, I recommend get a shorter bolt for the one in the back here, because because the drain bolt that in the back here, there's no clearance, right? So a lot of people they never remove the drain bolt. Like you have problem removing the drain bolt, whoever replace it is a longer one, they never can remove. So make sure it's short enough length so it clear this bar right here. So that's what I got a short one. Let's see how much clearing we have with this one. See what this one cleared. I need to get a shorter one. Yeah, this is cleared. Okay, time to do some threading. So I was after I tap all this hole, I'm gonna put into a part washer to wash this, because you want to get all the metal shaving out, because you're gonna have metal shaving, right? You don't want it to suck into the engine, but you'll damage the engine. If this thing worked, that'd be pretty nice. Save myself like $900 something, almost $1,000 for a new oil pan. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Look very nice. Maybe you can see from this side. You see all the metal shaving? That's why you should not tap this when it's in the engine bay, because you're gonna suck all that into your engine. Not good. So do it when it's outside the car, so you can rinse it down and stuff. Alright, second hole down. Now check with this M14, the one that maybe the one that we get. Nicely tight. I don't want to tie it too much because the torque wrench to tight it. Okay. One more to go. So we fixed this one right here. This one. Now I'm gonna do this one. And what a chance that all of them strip, right? This time, look at that thread, nice and beautiful, huh? Okay. Look nice to me, nice and smooth. Pretty tight, no play. There you have it, guys. Fix from M12 to M14. Now I can put it back and don't have any drift issue. But before you put it back, make sure you clean all of this sealer really well, and your engine block too, so it bond well. I'll post a little picture of where you're supposed to put this. You're not supposed to put it everywhere. This is the overkill. Alright guys, after you drill and tap that hole on your oil pan, make sure you wash it to get all the burr off, you know, all the metal shaving inside when you tap the hole, because you don't want it to suck back into your engine bay. You don't want it to suck back, see, like all this thing. You don't want it to suck back into your engine. Not good. So I'm gonna put it in this wash tank and get it washed out. Alright, let's check to see if it's all cleaned up. Cleaned pretty well. I have a brush here, I can start brushing it off. Nice and clean. Alright guys, day 2. So the reason why it took me so long to put on back my oil pan is because I'm waiting for the sealer. So this is a specific sealer that everybody recommends me to use. It's like it's a aluminum, let me focus, aluminum sealer, right? JV8. It's supposed to be a good sealer. But this sealer, it takes a long time to heal though. It takes like up to 24 hours. So pretty much you apply this on your oil pan. Let it settle in for like an hour, then retighten it down to your manufacturer torque spec. So let's start doing it. So make sure this bump, you see it, how it's bump up here, this flat part is downward and this bump is upward. And do not put the sealer in this one. This tool ring is probably different size, and this one's more deeper than this one. This is more shallow, so you can mess it up. It's kind of impossible to mess it up actually. But this one you might need a sealer to hold because they don't have that little nipple or the tab that's sticking out. So you see how like it's gonna drop, see? And you don't want it to drop because when you install here, when you install the oil pan, you make sure this thing line up because I think this is either this or return line, or this is a pickup line. So pickup oil line for the oil. So you want it to seal. You know, see how it just dropped on me. So probably put like a dab of sealer so it kind of hold it in place. Just put a little small dab right here. I think that should be good enough. I don't want to go too crazy and actually create a leak. Okay, all the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is going to be in the oil pan. Okay, next, let's go to the oil pan. And the last gasket is right here on here. See, this is the 3 of the one on the block. And this is that weird looking shape one, and the ring that for the oil pickup line or the return line right there. Pretty sure that's probably the return line because there's no filter. And the pickup lines have the filter. The square one go in here, and that's a little groove that's not groove, but the little nipple or tab sticking out. So you don't need no seal or anything; it's just hold in place. Just make sure it sit all the way down to the groove. So when you install the oil pan, it don't pinch the gasket. See, sit flat into it. Well, it's not supposed to sit flat; it's supposed to stick up a little bit. That's how gasket work, right? But make sure it sit in there correctly. I post a layout, so factory recommend put silicone here, the sealer here, and here, right? But I read a couple online and stuff. People say just do it all the way around, it's better. And yeah, we don't even know if the cover is flat or warped a little bit, so I'm gonna do it all the way around. And yeah, so it's up to you guys. You want to do the recommend factory spec that they tell you to just put the sealer around here. We're gonna do all around. In my case, I'm gonna do all around, just like whoever served this before they did it around. And I do not have any oil leak. So this thing, they have a pin right here. So you can line up the oil pan, and they have a pin right here. So one pin, second pin. So see this thing that's sticking out, that's the pin where it go. Okay. There we go. And there we go. What I like to do, go from the start from the middle and work your way out. So I do one over here, then you all to do one over here, so it hold evenly. Drain bolt over here in the driver's side, right next to the drain bolt is the longest bolt, right? You can't get it mixed up. Like all of the other one is short one, and the one by the driver's side drain bolt is one of the longest one that go all the way up here. See? Right here by the drain bolt on the driver's side. Okay, so remember the two bolts? So they have those are the shortest one. Then this is the second shortest one, and the longest one is over here. So the two shortest one is the one that in the middle of this oil pan. Not really in the middle, but somewhere in the middle. This two hole right here. Alright, so after an hour, let that sealer settle in. Now we're gonna tighten it down. Last time I read it on my ghetto receipt, the oil pan is a 10 Newton meter. So I shall get my torque wrench. This Newton meter, right? So it's got to be 10. It's pretty light. Right there, 10, well 10.2, but yeah, 10, close enough. Press. There you go. It's really important not to over tighten all of this, because it's an aluminum oil pan, cast aluminum, I'm pretty sure, and you can damage the oil pan. comment on my drain plug up to spec. So drain plug is supposed to be 20 newton meter. So all the other oil pan both are 10 newton meter. And drain plug should be 20 newton meter. So 20. Newton meter for the drain bolt. That's it. It's over tight. So it's tight. So since I'm not in a hurry, I'm gonna let this whole thing dry for 24 hours, which you're supposed to let it dry for 24 hours anyway. Never mind. So let it dry for 24 hours before you even add oil and or operating it. Alright, guys, I finally put in the back in the oil pan. So I saved myself at least close to $1,000 for a new oil pan, because before the show I encountered oil leak, because I did an oil change before that, a couple days before that, and I was having a problem with those drain bolt, right? It seemed like it's not keep on turning, and it's not getting tight. And when I removed the bolt, I realized the hole for the drain bolt in the oil pan is all stripped up and everything. So I was very frustrated that Friday. I was supposed to load my car in, and I'm struggling running around trying to get sealer and a whole bunch of random shit, try to seal up that leak, and it's not working. So I end up getting an oversized bolt to temporarily plug it in, so I can stop it from leaking, so I can go to the show. After the show, we had to take it out and everything. But I was kind of sad and very stressed out that morning, because I've been waiting for a whole winter to try to get this car ready for the show. Get the new wheel on, get the new splitter on and stuff like that, and even the new carbon fiber side plate on. But yeah, it's a frustrated morning, but we got it to work. It stopped leaking. It still leaked a little bit during that time rolling in, but it's not that bad. Just like once in a while a drop. But like barely leaking like before. Anyway, now I finally fixed it. I dropped my I removed the oil pan. I end up retapping the hole to a bigger size. So instead of the M12, the original M12, I upsize it to a M14, and I rethread it and get new bolt. And the bolt that I got is magnetized, so that's good. So any metal shaving will magnetize to that drain bolt when I need oil change. I can swipe it off, whatever. Anyway, so the result for Tuning Gallery, we win third place Audi. I'm very proud, and so it's nice. It's like our first show of the year, and a lot of people look forward to that, and try to display the car, review the car during a long winter month, and I like happy with the result and everything, and. Now I'm back, the car is back in service. Gonna wait till tomorrow to fill up oil, or probably Friday. Let it, the silicone or the sealer heal completely. Alright, anyway, I hope this video helped for you guys. I read a lot on the R8 forum about people stripping the bolt, and they don't know how to remove the oil pan because it's stuck in there with the sealer around it. The RTV, it's stuck really hard, really tight, because I used a small ply bar. It wouldn't ply out, and I could use this really long ply bar. It's like almost a 3-foot long ply bar, and I ply it out. And make sure you apply in the right spot. Check my video and make sure you apply in the right spot, because you do not want to damage your oil pan or your engine block. Well, I hope this video helps you guys. Please subscribe, like my video, and share my video. Thank you. Bye bye.